Hello my friends, what's up? This is Shade and welcome to another exciting episode of our Photoshop tutorial. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how I designed this social media flyer or podcast flyer in Photoshop with the simple and easy steps. So guys, if this is the first time you're watching me, please kindly turn the subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell. So without having to say much, let's begin. So we go to our design social media flyer. Then we set our sizes to 5 by 5 4 in inches. With the resolution set to 300 and all settings remain the same. We click on create. So the first thing we do is we import in our image by coming to file. After coming to file, we come to place embedded. Then you choose this image. You click on OK. So we increase the size of this image. Then you come to filter, you come to blur. After coming to blur, you come to Gaussian blur. We set the radius of our blur to 3.9. The next thing we do is you will come to the adjustments panel and add the gradients layer to it. So come here and select its gradients. You can copy the color code. So what you do is decrease the opacity of this one and set it to 40 and convert the color mode to darken. And what you do next is you bring in or you add a solid color overlay to it. Set your color layer to black, convert the color mode to darken, and set the opacity to 45 like this. So the next thing we'll do is we'll bring in our next image by coming to files and coming to place embedded. So before we move on, let's bring in this image. So let's go to file, come to place embedded and import this image. Click on the place and bring the layer of this image beneath this one like this. Increase the size of this image. So the next thing we'll do is we will add a new layer to this one. Then we grab our brush tool by pressing on the B. Set the opacity 200 and set the flow to 95. Then sample any color from here. Then follow a sample. But before that, let's convert the color mode to overlay like this. So just do these things. So what you do is you right click on it and say create a clipping mask. something like this is cool. So what we'll do next is we'll bring in our next image, come to file. So come to file again, place embedded, select this image. So you come to file again, then you come to place embedded, you will import this image. So what you do next is grab your text tool, set it to this font, this color, you copy the color code and like this. After that, come and grab your triangle tool. After come to the fill and turn the fill off and come to the stroke and select this color. Set the stroke to. So set the stroke to any stroke of your choice. I chose 8, but you can turn it to 9. So let's make the stroke 9. And let's increase the size of this one. So let's link these two layers. So you select the layers, then you will link them. Then let's bring these layers beneath on top of this one. And let's link these two layers too and bring it somewhere here. So what we'll do next is we'll resize this image. So the next thing we'll do is we'll grab our rectangle tool, then we draw a rectangle like this. Small like this is okay. So you set it to this color. You can use the same color mode as this one, so you can copy it. So let me press Alt on the keyboard and drag to make a copy here. So something like this is cool. So guys, the next thing we'll do is we will grab our text tool, then we will write So guys, the next thing we do is we grab our text tool, we'll set it to impact, then we will write this podcast, click on OK. So we will come to the character panel, then you will turn on the italic and you will turn on the caps. So what we will do is we will right click on it and select scale like this. Then we'll try to italize it like this or drag it to the other side so that it will become more of italic. The italic will be seen like this. So the next thing we'll do is we will double click on this layer. Then we come to the gradient overlay. We'll set this gradient. You can copy the color code. We will set the gradient angle to -63. Then we'll come to the stroke. We will set the size of our stroke to 21. Something like this. Then we'll set it to the position to outside. We'll click on OK. So what we'll do is try to rotate it to the side like this, like invert it like this, and click OK. So I think something like this is cool. Do it in such a way that it will suit your preference. Let me reduce the size of the podcast a little bit. Also, I'll add some items to it. So the next thing I'll do is we'll grab our text tool. We'll set our font to this font, AR Guests. So I will increase the size of this font. Then I will italize it. So I'll right click on it and say scale. Let me place it here on top of the podcast. So I'll come here. Now change the color of this font to this color. I'll double click on the layer. I'll come to stroke. I'll set the size of the stroke to 8. Let me make it 9. Then I'll come to drop shadow. I'll set the drop shadow, the opacity of the drop shadow to 71, size to 7, and distance to 10. I'll click on OK. So I'll place this one here. So what I'll do is I'll grab my rectangle tool, sorry. Then I'll set the color of my rectangle to white like this. So I'll draw a rectangle like this. Then I'll right click on it and say distorts. So I'll place it on top of this one. Then I will select the rectangle tool. I'll come to fill. I'll come to the gradient. I'll choose this gradient. I'll come to the basis. I'll double click on this one. Then I'll set the gradient stops to white. Do the same for this one. So what I'll do is I'll add the layer marks to this one. Then I'll grab my brush tool by pressing B on the keyboard. I'll set the opacity to, let me set it to 80. Then I'll try to delete some portion. So what you do is come to the opacity and decrease the opacity to 85 like this, or decrease it to your preference. So let me decrease it to 82. I think 82 is cool for me, or from 80 to 85, any of them is cool. So what you'll do is you combine or link these two layers like this. Then you place the talk show here. So what you do is grab your text to search for this font, lemon. Lemon milk, set it to regular. Right here, the name of your podcast. So actually this podcast is my own podcast and the name is Faith Unfiltered. You can go to YouTube and search for it. It's about education, lifestyle, and also godly contents. So what you will do next is grab your text tool, then write. Oh, did I say text tool? Sorry. So grab your rectangle tool. What you will do is you come to you double click on this layer, then you come to the gradients. Yeah, you can use this gradient. Then you come to this panel, properties panel, and under properties, come to the appearance and round the corners of it. So let me set the corners to 10. I think I should set it to 20 instead. So guys, what we do is grab the same text to lemon/milk, write the name of the thing. So the name of this week's episode is influence. Set it to bold and increase the size. So double click on this one and come to the ingredients. No. So you can so set the dent angle to 90 like this. Link these two layers, then reduce the size of this image. What you do is come to file, come to place embedded, bring in this image. So guys, what you do is, you're almost done with our design. So grab your text tool, search for this font, Bill Brick. So I'll place the link in the description. Then write post. Then make a copy of it by pressing Alt. Grab your text tool, then write guests. With the same text tool installation, search for these fonts: Hyman, Trial Regular, then right here Shade, that's me. Also for this design, the guest is my boss, Cool Graphics. So shout outs to Cool Graphics. If you've not subscribed to Chairman Cool Graphics channel, please kindly go and subscribe. Go and subscribe to Cool Graphics channel, the design chef. So if you're not subscribed, please kindly go, then do your work. Just go and subscribe to Cool Graphics channel, and also his social media channels. Go there and subscribe. So guys, what we'll do is grab this text and come to the character, choose this color. You can use the sampler to sample this color. Come here, then do the same. So double click on it, come to stroke, set the stroke of this too. I think 5 is cool. So you can drag this stroke on top of the guest like this. Then select the two of them and increase the sizes. So come here, right click on this and say, so come to the influence and right click on the influence and select copy layer style. Then you come to the graphics layer, right click, and then you select paste layer style. You come to the shadow layer, right click, and you select paste layer style. nicely like this. So guys, we are almost done with our design. So select this layer and select the influence and select these layers, then reduce the size, bring it somewhere here. Also place it somewhere here. So guys, this is our design. But always, after doing all these things, what we'll do next is we will select all our layers from the background layer to the top one, the back. Then you press Shift plus Control plus Alt plus to make a copy of it. So after doing this, press Shift plus Control plus A to open the camera raw filter. Then click on the cycle between before and after and select Auto. It will automatically fix it for you, but you can make some adjustments. So for the highlights, I will increase the highlights so that my ingredients in it will pop up. Then I will reduce my exposure to, I think 2.0.20 is cool. Then for my vibrance, let me increase it to I think 14 is cool. So we are done with our design, and this is our design. So see you in our next video.